All right.
All right, well, welcome. My name is Jill Knight, and I'm the admissions and marketing coordinator here at Brooks-Howell. And as my coworkers have heard a number of times, I consider it a great privilege to work here. It's just a wonderful team, and the residents and the families are just such a blessing. It's truly just a big family, and I'm probably preaching to the choir. I know that a number of most all y'all are familiar with Brooks-Howell, but hopefully this time together, excuse me, this time together might, give you an opportunity to ask any questions that might be on the, the back of your mind, and you may have questions that you've heard maybe neighbors or friends wonder about Brooks-Howell, kind of the ins and outs. And so this is simply just a Q&A time, and I see Glenda Hill, who's one of our independent living residents and is a wonderful, wonderful addition to our community, and I'm sure she can add there. So, and to reduce background noise, if everyone could keep themselves on mute, that would help our, the kind of the sound that we have with us. So we'll just open it up. Oh, and Carol and Tracy, I think everybody knows these folks.
Hello.
Hello.
Carol's our executive director, and of course Tracy, everybody knows her. So, and Carol too.
I may not. I may not.
Yeah. Tracy's our director of activities and also deaconess, and so just grateful that you all are here. So we'll just open it up, informal, just any questions, and jump right in there.
Ooh, a shy group.
Yeah. How much does it cost to live there?
Well, for independent living, there's a range of accommodations. It probably would be helpful if I had my rate sheet right in front of me. Well, first of all, there is now no entrance fee, none at all. All there is a $1,000 deposit payable upon approval. And then the contract is basically a month-to-month service fee and for the cost of the accommodation, then plus any ancillary services that you would like to have, like Wi-Fi, laundry, that kind of thing. But the accommodations, we have 2-room suites, and then all the way up to 2-bedroom, 2-bath that we call our village. The cottages out and back, I'm sure y'all have seen those. They're basically duplexes, but called the village. So the range of accommodation, the rates are for 1-bedroom apartment is $1,650. And the range goes up to the village cottage. The ones that are duplexes, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, are $2,946. And I'll put my email in the chat, and anyone who would like a rate sheet or any detailed information, I'm happy to provide that. So I don't know if that helps. Does that help? Carol, anything you want to jump in there?
No, you covered it.
The cottage rate, is that per person or?
It is that there is a rate for the accommodation. If a couple moves in, there is an additional $200 per month for that additional individual, right?
Jill, would you tell them what they get as
Yeah.
far as the things that they get with the apartment, such as electricity, so forth?
Yes, thank you very much. See, they're the brains here. I'm just the mouth, so I'm the little puppet here. But it's all utilities. Okay, so all utilities, Cable is included, and we have our own internal, our own closed circuit TV station. TV. Well, that would be cool. We could just broadcast the station.
is.
TV channel.
Channel,
Yeah, that is produced by Debbie Pittman, who's a retired professor of communications. Anyway, and then so cable, and then weekly housekeeping services. So, you know, I know for me, it would be attractive right now. I was like, oh yeah, homeowners dues. Oh yeah, I got to pay this for the road maintenance. You know, it's a private road, and for the yard, special yard work and things like that. So I know folks kind of do a basically a spreadsheet for what it costs now, what it would cost to join Brooks-Howell. Obviously, kind of look at the nitty-gritty that way.
All meals?
You may have,
All meals?
I'm sorry.
All meals are included?
No.
No, well, the meals, there's a couple of points on that. One is meals are included in the suite monthly accommodation, because the suites they're in the buffet building. They do not have a full kitchen. They have a kitchenette. So those people are probably, I know it's all about me, but like I'm going to be been there, done that with cooking. I'm already tired of it. And the rate includes either you choose a 2-meal rate or 3-meal rate. And the suites are on the top floor of the buffet building. So, you know, you just go one floor down to the dining room. So that's real convenient. Or if I'm living in an apartment, I have a full kitchen, but I know I don't want to cook lunch. Lunch is our main meal. Then I can do two things. I could either eat kind of here and there, make a reservation, eat the next day in the dining room with my friends, or purchase a monthly meal plan for 1, 2, or all 3 meals a day. Tracy, Carol, y'all jump in there.
You got it covered.
Jill, you want to talk about our new website?
Yes.
Yes. First of all, how many have gone on the website in the last week? I'll raise your hand. Well, Brooks-Howell, after long process of planning and thinking and you know, definitely individual and group prayers over it. We have, with the wonderful support of New York office, we have a brand new website, scratch the old one completely. So really like your feedback. We'd all appreciate your feedback on the website. Is it easy to use? Does it communicate everything that you would like to know as someone both who may be interested in our skilled care community that we call our health center, or our independent living. So, and we're very excited. We have our very first video that's placed on a website. So hopefully it'll, it's kind of focused on the accommodations. So we hope that'll give folks a glimpse, particularly folks that aren't able to tour in person, right?
And that's the video that's on the sponsor page on the Hoover.
Yes.
That's right.
Yep.
But I also, this started with the pandemic, and I don't know why I didn't think about this before. Well, I guess because Zoom wasn't in my brain. I didn't even know anything about it. But I have started doing one-on-one virtual tours, either through FaceTime or Zoom. Like I did, it was a family of 4. I did Zoom. They were all across the country, and just, you know, walk through my little phone. You know, it's kind of funny, meeting people and all that. But that's a great tool that we all can use.
Are there any particular requirements or things that someone has to have to come to Brooks-Howell?
That's a great question. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Actually, the application process is pretty straightforward. At least I think it is. Of course, an application, and then in the application, it lists, we do require certain financial information, much like when I first moved to Asheville and I had to provide financial information to the apartment complex, and I guess for, financial viability for the future, I stay there. And then we do require a physician's letter statement, or in certain cases, possibly records stating that the applicant is fully able to live independently, both cognitively and physically. And Carol, what, did I miss something?
No,
Friday afternoon brain?
I would just like to talk about a little bit. Many of you that are familiar with Brooks-Howell know that the criteria in the past was pretty restrictive. And so we've loosened those restrictions quite a bit. Most of you know that previously you had to be United Methodist to apply, but we also have a referral program where any of our residents or staff, board members, people from New York, they're free to refer anybody to our community who they think would fit into our community and are like-minded. So the requirement to be United Methodist is not as strict as it used to be. So we have a pretty open application policy now.
Jill, would you talk about the health center and who can come to the health center and so forth? Because that's totally different from the independent living.
Yes. Well, the health center is skilled care. We're actually licensed as a continuing care retirement community, more frequently known as a CCRC. And it's a licensed skilled care, so provides 24/7 nursing care provided by licensed medical professionals. We provide the services range from all the way, let's say my dad came into a community, he needed help with medication management and administration, and then some help with activities of daily living, the things we all have to do to take care of ourselves, bathing, dressing, grooming. And then his needs progressed. Now he's at Brooks-Howell. He never has to leave Brooks-Howell as long as his medical conditions we can care for. He all the way up to end of life. So we care, for instance, if someone has had a stroke, COPD, diabetes, post orthopedic care, certain IV therapies we can care for, wide range of mobility issues. Our ratio, and this is so critical. As we all know, CNAs, certified nursing assistants, are the boots on the ground as far as caring for persons that we have the privilege of caring for. And our ratio is stellar. I mean, people are just shocked at what it is. And in some communities, I'd say, what, Carol, it's 3 times more. Yeah, and we've gotten transfers. Yeah, right. Exactly. So we also, all of our rooms are private and have a view of, our gorgeous grounds. And all skilled care, there's an RN on staff 24/7. We have 2 floors, so an RN is on those both floors. Then, of course, our director of nursing is here. I started to say 40 hours a week. I doubt it's 40. So that's an additional RN that is here. So
We have a
And
medical director.
yeah, I was just going to say, well, Tracy, I've been talking. Why don't you jump in there? It's your turn.
My turn. And I don't think did you mention therapy? We have on-site therapy.
Not yet.
Yeah, Select Rehab is the name of the company, and they've been with us. It used to be, now I can't remember the old name.
Rehab
Yeah,
care.
Rehab Care for, and they've been here 20 some years, haven't they, Carol?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So excellent rehab department as well.
Yeah. They provide physical speech, occupational therapy, and when the pool is open, and of course, if ordered by the physician, aqua therapy. Even in these COVID times, I mean, they have, gone to the rooms when it was real restrictive. Now I see them, they're out in the grounds doing gait therapy, and that kind of thing. They're very, very loving. And as Tracy mentioned, Dr. Patel, he is board certified in geriatric medicine and is also a certified medical director, certified, and I'm always impressed, Carol, when I can remember this, certified by the Post-Acute Long-Term Care Society of America. So It took me like a month to remember that. But he's just excellent. So
he also does a clinic for independent residents on Thursday afternoons for any acute type. He's great at cutting toenails. That is one of his, he loves doing, and cleaning out ears. Those are his two things he loves to do. So we certainly are thankful for Dr. Patel. He's really good.
Right. Yeah.
What
I may have missed this, but how old do you have to be to live there?
62 is generally, although Carol kind of reviews case by case, but 62 is the youngest. Carol, Tracy.
Yep, is the guideline. But if there's a couple and one of them's younger than that, that's fine.
And do you have availability soon?
We have availability right now. We have 2 types of accommodations that have a waiting list, but then we have several types. We have 1 and 2 bedroom apartments available. We have the suites available. We have one available we call the quad. It's the same type accommodation that's the village out in the back. It's just located in a different place up toward Merriman Avenue, the road we're off of. But yeah, so.
I also want to mention that we have not started this yet, but we hopefully maybe this fall we can start that again, is that lots of times UMW units and circles will come and visit and do a tour and meet with the residents and even eat with the residents in our dining room. So we're hoping to start that back this fall. Obviously with the COVID, we couldn't do that. So if your unit has never come here, it's a great trip to Asheville and a great time to come and visit Brooks-Howell.
Right.
Tracy,
Yes.
do you still have the residents or some of the residents give a program for UMW? We had that.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. You will actually be toured by the residents, not by staff. And we have a great gift shop. And it's, they're starting to work on the gift shop, Joni, again. And so
Joni, we gotta go.
I didn't see the gift shop. I gotta see that. I do love the chapel though with the stained glass.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, yes.
What are the
Are you
requirements?
getting the pecans in?
Not yet. No, I don't know that. Yeah, they're just working on it right now. It's not officially opened yet. And so at first it's going to be just open to residents and staff. And then eventually we'll open it to our families and to the general public. So be looking for that. Linda, was that you that had a question?
Yes, what are the requirements to get into the health center part of
Jill, I'll let you speak to that.
Okay, well, again, the application process is real straightforward. Again, in that community, it is the minimum of age is 62, although Carol looks at that on that age on a case-by-case basis. But in the application itself, there is a release of information giving us the permission to contact your medical providers to get the medical records, because of course it's all about, are we the appropriate place of care? We may be, we may not be. So once we get those records, then our director of nursing and any other clinical leaders, including Carol, will review the records and see if, to see if we're a good match. Yeah, we do require that the applicant have a healthcare power of attorney. So that is required to be submitted with the application. Right.
And at this point, we are private pay. We are not Medicaid, Medicare.
Right. We do accept long-term care insurance though. Yeah. And we do have a financial assistance program that of course is under Carol's purview, and a certain number of slots are available that the person can apply for if it's appropriate. Does that help? Does that kind of give?
Yeah.
Have you all had any problems with vandalism or anything like that? Or anybody messing around around the village or the homes?
No.
Carol, I'll let you speak.
No, actually during COVID over the last year, everything's been shut down so much that there really hasn't been any activity on our campus other than deliveries.
We do have security guard
Yep.
each night that runs.
And we have a camera system now. Yeah.
Mhm.
Smile, you're on camera.
Now we've had some bears. We do have
Yes.
some bears.
We had one today.
Another one, I know they called yesterday and one was out at the quad, and the quad's near Merriman Avenue.
Well, Carol, there was one outside where we eat.
Yep.
Yeah, that window right there. So, yeah, that was.
I wanted to also say that many of our staff are certified dementia practitioners. And that means that we have gone through a program to learn as much about dementia as we can. And we are recertified each year. So that's a real plus for Brooks-Howell. And it's not just the administration, it's CNAs, nursing staff, activities, EV, all staff can be certified in that way.
Right, right. And we do care for persons living with dementia or other cognitive impairment that have dementia basically on the whole spectrum, the whole range. Now we do not have a secure unit. So we really make sure as we evaluate those records and maybe have discussion, with the family and with the providers directly, that we are indeed the appropriate place of care.
And we might want to mention that we do have a respite program.
Yes, yes.
Which before COVID was very popular, and it's becoming more so now as we're opening up a little bit more. It lets the caregiver have their loved one here at Brooks-Howell for anywhere right now from 2 weeks to 30 days while they take time for themselves and regenerate and regroup. And it also introduces that resident to Brooks-Howell for future placement in long-term care if the family knows that's the direction it's going. So that has worked out pretty well for us, that program.
Yeah. Like it's interesting, Carol just said that is because, as a matter of fact, was that yesterday afternoon? Yeah, I met with the woman whose husband, he requires skilled care, and she's been caring for him at home. Well, she has a daughter in Germany who will be having a baby in August. So she's applying for us to care for her husband for 30 days. So that's it's really great that we're able to offer that. And it is for a reduced rate.
Yeah.
We do offer that as a reduced rate, but it is the same level of care. It's a reduced rate, but it's the same type care. Right.
We had our first chapel service since March of 2020 yesterday in the chapel, and it was a great time. Our residents were so happy, and they didn't want to leave.
Right.
If you want to know the truth.
Yeah.
It was just a great time of fellowship
Yeah.
for everyone. And it was actually one of the first things we've done with the health center and the independent residents together.
So the question is, along those lines, do you have the Holy Communion service offered there as well?
Yes. Mhm.
And
Yeah.
and do you have a not as active as some of us circles are, but do you have a United Methodist Women's Circle group?
We don't have a circle group. We have one that meets here, which is the St. Paul's, because
St.
we have
Paul.
so many. Yeah, St. Paul's does meet here. They haven't
Okay.
recently, and we have a part-time chaplain, and our chapel services are on Thursday afternoons because many of our independent residents still go to their own churches on Sunday. And so a lot of those now have opened back up.
Do you all take some of the folks that are in the apartments or wherever to the grocery store and places like that if they don't drive anymore?
Yes, we used to do that. What happened during COVID is that actually Debbie Pittman, we ordered from grocery stores. But since, let's see, it was when we opened up Carol, that folks could go to the grocery store. It's been a couple of months, hadn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, because we have to, obviously we have to go by the guidelines of the federal and state guidelines. And so our independents could go to the grocery store. And so, but if someone needs to go to the grocery store, yes, we provide that transportation. If they need to go on appointments, the health center or independent residents, we provide that service as well.
And the charge is a lot less than other retirement communities that I've heard of. Yeah.
Jill, will you tell them how they can sign up for their special drawing?
Yes, there is on what is the name of it, Lynn? Giveaway. Yeah, so if you go to our booth, there is a giveaway that you just click on. Am I saying that right, Lynn?
Right, it's in the exhibitors
Exhibitor, okay.
section, and there's only one exhibitor, and it's Brooks-Howell. The promotional, giveaway is there, and you'll have a button that says click to, enter giveaway or something like that.
Tell them what the giveaway is.
I know, I was just getting ready to. The giveaway is a 2-night stay at Brooks-Howell, and we'll work out the date to make it, as convenient for you as possible. So you can come and experience a 48-hour pass. I'm thinking of my ex-Marine boyfriend here. But no, please enter the drawing, and we'll be drawing that person next week. So
I have a comment about the website.
Okay.
I like it. It's very organized. I do wish that under where the maps were of the different units, that there was actually pictures of those units. Am I missing that somewhere on the website?
no, there are not pictures yet of every website of every accommodation. There are floor plans of the
Saw those.
accommodations, right, but not the exterior. But that's a good point. Yeah, now the
Yeah, I'd like
video,
to see what it feels like inside a room.
Right. Check the video. On the video, it
Okay.
goes through a quad and an apartment.
Okay,
Right.
I'll look at those again. Thank you.
Right.
Kathy, can I have your last name? I'm just got a list of who attended.
Sure, Woods, sorry, I didn't
That's
RSVP.
okay. Woods with an S?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Well, guess what time it is?
Yeah,
Thank you.
that
4
was
o'clock.
perfect
Oh, that was
timing.
fast.
Very good.
Appreciate all of you coming.
Yeah, thank you so very much, and enter the drawing, and y'all have a great rest of the day and a blessed day tomorrow and thereafter. So hope you'll come
And
see
I'm
us.
gonna get this, this recording will be posted, so if others didn't get to come to 3 to 4,
Okay.
they'll
That's
be able
great.
to watch it. So,
All right,
That's
and
great.
And obviously, Doug, instead of posting my email contact information, you can contact me through the Hoover site. So,
Glenda Hill, do you have anything to say about as a
Yeah.
resident?
No, I was just curious about what you were going to talk about.
Okay.
I mean, I'm brand new to doing spiritual growth retreat here. So anyway, this is the only thing I tried on Hoover because Hoover is brand new. So
Mhm.
I don't know, but in terms of Brooks-Howell, no, we came in October for the rest of you who don't know. So I've been here 7 months now. No, almost 8 months. Almost 8 months. And we're in one of the village apartments and it's all good. It's really good. We're glad we're here.
We're glad you're here too.
Yeah.
And Glenda's sister-in-law lives here as well.
Right. And my
So-
husband, he's
Yeah,
behind.
with her husband lives with her, but yeah,
On
her
the other
sister-in-law was
computer.
already here. And so
Yep.
they came and joined her.
Yep. And we're glad we did.
well, thanks again for joining us, and we appreciate your time.
Yep.
Thanks so
All
much.
right. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Enjoy the retreat.